everyone! We are home! It feels so good to be home. That was such a nice trip. It was very relaxing, but it felt like a good amount of time away, so I was ready to come home and I am very happy to be home. Miss Lulu was very happy to come home as well. She was very excited when she saw us packing, and when we were loading up the car, she kept running into her bag so we wouldn't forget her. I got a plentiful tan. I didn't put on any bronzer or anything this morning, so this is my tan line. As you can see, I am all healed up. I'm not like red or tender or sore anymore, but there is a visible tan line. Very visible. Even visible on this camera. In person, it's even more pronounced. I wanted to show you what we got from Fehr's Heritage Bakery. We got these butter tarts and these coconut butter tarts. We've had a coconut one already and it's really, really good. These are so heavy. Very delicious. I think we might eat a butter tart as well and then freeze the rest. Hubby also picked out these cookies. He said they're called cowboy cookies and they have a whole bunch of stuff in them like oats and chocolates and maybe nuts and such. Should have taken a photo of the ingredient list, but these are also huge and quite heavy. So this was $27.50 altogether and the cookies were $10. So I think these butter tarts were pretty reasonably priced as well. And this is the coffee that we chose from 14th Coffee Co. This stuff smells so good. We got 2 bags of the medium roast. We got the espresso and the dark roast back here. The dark roast was roasted the day before we arrived, and then the espresso and medium roast were the ones that we did on site. We tried a different place for Japanese food tonight, and this is from a place called Tone. Hubby ordered the salmon sashimi bowl. It comes with salad and miso soup, and I ordered my usual. I'm not super hungry, although this looks really delicious, so I might get that next time. I just got some California rolls and some avocado rolls. When Hubby and I took the farm tour, they gave us a dozen of their farm fresh eggs. We just left them in the fridge in the Airbnb. I think we could have left them out at room temperature, but we weren't sure when these were laid. So we just left them in the fridge because we knew we weren't coming home right away. We're gonna try them today. I think I'm gonna make 6 of them, scramble them, and have them with some breakfast sausages. These are unwashed, so I'm gonna rinse them before cracking them open. Here are our farm fresh eggs. The bigger yolks that are lighter in color were from the white eggs, and then these 2 darker colored yolks, a little bit smaller, were from the brown eggs. Here's what Hubby and I are going to have for breakfast. We've got the farm fresh eggs scrambled, some maple breakfast sausages, and some sauteed onion and green peppers. I also cut up some parsley from the Arrow Garden. We've got some pumpernickel toast with butter, and Hubby has a slice, so we're doing 3 slices. We're also going to have it with this blueberry jam. I brought a scone back from Red Lantern Coffee Co. This is already cut into 2 pieces. Hubby is having his. I put a little butter on the cut end here. This is a strawberry scone. It's good? Hubby normally doesn't like scones as much as I do. He finds them really dry. I love scones. I love like dry bready stuff. Hubby and I were missing the hoki subs from Jim's sub shop, so we ended up ordering some cheesesteak subs from Belly Busters. It looks really good. I think I might just have half tonight because I'm not that hungry after that big breakfast today. Learned about this way to eat those Dutch stroopwafels during our tour with 14th Coffee Co. So what you basically do is pour some coffee, hot coffee, into a little mug. The mug's diameter has to be smaller than the cookie, otherwise of course it would fall in. The steam and the heat from the coffee end up softening the cookie and kind of like melting the caramel that's inside, so it tastes really delicious. Domino's Pizza has a 50% off sale, so hubby and I ordered 2 medium pizzas. These seem really small because we usually get large or extra large, but hubby got the Philly cheesesteak pizza with thin crust, and he added sausage to it. This is their regular crust, and I chose 2 toppings, green peppers and the Brooklyn pepperoni. I am having my pizza now, and I just made a little side salad to go along with it. This didn't take me half an hour. I think it only took 5 minutes maybe. I must have just been moving very slowly that day. But this is romaine lettuce, mighty Caesar dressing, some herbs from the Arrow Garden. I put in some parsley actually because we've got lots, and some Genovese basil. I cut up a little bit of cucumber, squeezed some lemon on top, and also added some shredded cheese. It's delicious. I've been really into Caesar salad lately, or this version of Caesar salad. One thing I wanted to mention before I get back to eating is that I didn't feel like we needed to do salad week after our time in Point Pelee. So after Elora, we did do salad week, and I think it lasted over a week. We were just really full. Maybe it was all the ice cream we ate, but Point Pelee, we ate the same sorts of food, but not as much ice cream. We still ate poutine and burgers and like brewery or pub type food, but it seemed a lot lighter for whatever reason. Maybe we were moving around more, we went on more hikes and more walks, so it might have just been that as well that made us feel not as heavy as Elora. But yeah, getting back, I just slid right back into my normal eating habits. We're still eating salad, but it's not really the main attraction except for the past couple of nights. And we had like big Caesar salads with barbecued steak that hubby barbecued on the terrace. Oh gosh.
Oh goodness.
Lulu's staring at us. Lily, you wanna come? Lily, come. Oh, she's coming. Oh.
The family's life down.
Hubby and I bought a hammock. We just assembled it and put it in the middle of the living room. It's a 2-person hammock. It was off of Amazon, got really good reviews, and we like it. It's nice. We also bought a bidet. I will show you that later. I guess we're in like our little home improvement phase where we want to change a few things at home. So we might like rearrange the furniture a little bit and figure out where we want to put the hammock. We knew the hammock wouldn't fit on our balcony. It might fit if we leave the door open and have one end poking into the condo, but our balcony is only 8 feet long and this is 9 feet, so we won't be able to get it onto the balcony with the door closed. It worked! We put the hammock on the balcony. This is how much it sticks out, but it's not all the way at the wall yet. We're content to just use it with the door open. It was actually really easy to get outside. All we had to do was take off this piece here on both sides, and then we were able to put the base out onto the balcony. There is like an exterior coating on this, so it should be good to stay outside on the balcony. But when the weather turns and we know we're not going to use it anymore for a season or two, we'll probably disassemble the whole thing, put it in its carry bag, and bring it in and maybe put it in the locker or something like that. But hubby's in it. The hammock is now positioned in a way where I think we're gonna leave it there. It does poke into the condo about this much, so about a foot. And here is what it looks like outside. So what we're gonna do is we are going to remove this piece and leave the base as well as this side. We'll just leave all that on the balcony. The only piece that will come in is this piece here and the hammock itself, because we don't want the hammock to get all dusty. It's super dusty where we live because of all the construction around us. So that is the plan, and then when we want to use it, we'll just put this piece back on, which is really easy. It's just basically that screw. So we'll just pop that on, put the hammock on, and then we can sit on our balcony and relax. This is really nice. I'm glad we found a solution for it. This is the bidet we ended up choosing, the Luxe Bidet Neo 185 White. Hubby installed it very quickly. He said it was easy to install, and we decided on this one because of the Amazon reviews. I was debating like a regular toilet bidet as well as the handheld ones for a while, but I couldn't decide. And then one of you mentioned that you have the Tushy, which is another brand of bidets. So I looked it up, and that one actually looked really good as well. Ultimately, I decided on this one because it was a little bit less expensive, and as well it had really good reviews on how easy it was to install, whereas the Tushy had kind of mixed reviews on the installation on Amazon anyway. I'll show you what it looks like on the toilet, but it looks really clean and streamlined. Like, you don't notice it that much. The water pressure is very strong, so you would never turn it on to like this high setting. I turned it to like here, the one or maybe a little bit more, and it was very, very powerful. We also got the cold water model, or the one that doesn't have the hot water hookup, because our bathroom configuration just doesn't allow for the hot water line to be accessed that easily from the toilet. It was pretty cold, but not unbearably so. So here is what the bidet looks like installed, and a lot of people don't show this angle, so I wanted to make sure I showed it here. This is what it looks like when the toilet seat is closed, which ours usually is. And as you can see, there is like quite a footprint here, but I don't think it looks bad or anything like that. And then here is what it looks like with the toilet seat up. So it fits our toilet pretty nicely. The seat closes completely, and no issues with the fit. It is Saturday. It's actually a beautiful Saturday. It's not too hot out. There's a nice cool breeze, and I just came back from puttering around, going from store to store. Today is one of those days where I felt like doing a little shopping, but more like errand shopping rather than browsing. I did go to browse Marshall's yesterday though, and I found a dress that I liked. So I tried on a bunch of stuff. Nothing was really very flattering, or like nothing really caught my attention, but there was this one dress. It's a long black dress, and it's like very full coverage. It's just like a little t-shirt type top, and it fit perfectly. It was super comfortable, and in my mind in the fitting room, I was thinking that that dress could replace at least 2 of the dresses that I have in my wardrobe still that I haven't decluttered, but I also haven't worn in many years. So I went ahead and bought that dress. I also liked the black pants, but I've been wearing shorts a lot, just like those little spandex shorts that I got from Shein, and I've been wearing leggings, and I also have like a few pairs of pants that I wear here and there. The pants were $30, so I don't know, I thought they were expensive for what they were. But the dress was $25, so I went ahead, bought the dress, and I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to wear it. It's a very simple dress, but I feel like I could dress it up with my makeup and hair, and it can also be worn casually. Today, I decided to do some errand shopping. So there are a bunch of stuff that's kind of been on my list to pick up. Just regular things like some pumpernickel bread, some oat milk. I wanted to putter around running errands, which is very rare for me. Usually I just like to go for my walk and come home and settle in for the rest of the day. But today I wanted to putter around, going from store to store, coming back home again, going out again, and I got a good 7,000 steps by doing that. The other thing I did was I went to the LCBO. I got the Food and Drink magazine. I plan to read this in the hammock. Oh, I can't wait. Bidet update. We have had it installed for not quite 24 hours yet, but hubby and I have both used it and we are both loving it. It feels so refreshing. It is cold water, so it's takes a bit of getting used to, but now I find it very refreshing. I feel very clean. I've been using a little towel or a little washcloth to dry off after, but I figured I needed something else because I don't want to use the same washcloth over and over again for like so many days. I have a couple of washcloths, but they're really big and I just wanted something small. I went to the dollar store to see if they had any like tiny cloths, little baby towels. They're like really soft, but they're still quite large, I find. I don't really need something this big. So I found these. I bought these instead. These are little socks. I'm gonna try wiping with these after. I feel like they'd be perfect. They're kind of like the perfect size. The best thing is I can throw them all in a delicates bag and not lose them in the wash. So I am very excited about this actually, these little infant socks. They're so cute, but yes, I am going to use them as like feminine wipes. The Dollarama that I went to only had one set, so I went to another one, found another set, and bought 2 more sets. Really, I'm just wiping away water, so I can use them multiple times, but I don't really want to use one for more than a day. Now that I have 24, I can actually use 3 a day and be fine because I do the laundry every week. So I think this is a good option. This altogether was $12. Yeah, now I don't have to waste as much toilet paper. I'm very excited. I'm very happy with the bidet purchase and the hammock purchase. I'm feeling like those are adding a lot of value and excitement to my life. So those were good buys.
Miss Lulu is sleeping beside me because hubby is fast asleep in the hammock on the balcony.
I just got home from going to my first float and I'm feeling very relaxed. My body feels very, I don't know, like noodly. Just like no tension. I first heard about floating a few years ago. One of my friends went and told me about it, and it's always been on my list to check out. I was planning to do it as one of the activities during the Artist's Way, but then the pandemic happened and everything shut down. This winter, when things started opening back up again, hubby and I purchased a 2-float package. It was like a holiday special. I had bookings for us, but then Omicron hit and I decided to cancel all of our plans and we just stayed in and had a lazy winter. I think lazy winters are going to be a theme for us moving forward. But back to the float. I finally rebooked my float today. Hubby is working today and he keeps forgetting about it. Every time I mention it, he's like, what is that? So I don't think he's too interested. So I asked him if he wanted me to check it out first to see if it's something that he might like. And if it is, then we can book him in at a later date. So I thought today was the perfect time since he's working. It's a weekend I have fully off. I'm not meeting anyone. I just have lots of time to myself. So I thought this would be an awesome way to start Sunday, and it was amazing. So I booked the first float of the day. The first and last floats are longer, so instead of 60 minutes, you get 90 minutes. And it's basically a sensory deprivation tank, but these tanks are huge. I've seen like more pod-like structures, and I'm not sure I would love that, but this tank feels very spacious. I thought I might be claustrophobic because I'm not claustrophobic, I don't think, but I have a tendency to not really love confined spaces. So I thought I would feel maybe a little bit uncomfortable, but I wasn't. I felt very relaxed. It was surprising how quickly I was able to kind of like release tension and relax right into that sensory deprivation tank. Float Toronto has like a whole video about their facilities and their location, so I won't go into too much detail from the time that I entered into the premises. When I went to the washroom before my float, they had all of these huge bags of Epsom salts stacked up one on top of the other. And there was a little sign, and I think it said they use 16 of those bags per tank. So that's a lot of Epsom salts. So when you go into the tank, it is a little bit slippery and the water feels a little bit thicker. When you lie down, you are very buoyant. It is effortless to float, and you can fully relax your neck and just let your head lie back. I had an optional pillow that you can use, but I didn't use that. I just relaxed my neck, relaxed my head into the water, and it stayed afloat. The water line never crossed, I think, like this part of my face, because if the water gets into your eyes, it can sting quite a bit. I've read, and the person who was at Float Toronto also warned me of that. Nothing got into my eyes. I wore the earplugs that they provided as well. These are earplugs that you would take with you. You're not reusing them with people. So I put in the earplugs and I just lay there, and it was so nice. At the end, the lights and the music is supposed to go on. I had turned everything off, so it was like pitch black. Can't see a thing. Every so often I thought I heard a little bit of background noise, but it was very faint. I had no idea where it was coming from, and it was like a very rare occurrence. Everything felt kind of like spacey. It was really neat. The other thing that I was worried about, besides being in an enclosed space, was that I would feel cold while I was in the tank, but I didn't. The water I felt was quite warm, and when I came up out of the water, it felt a little bit cooler, the air. So the tank I found was like very warm, very comfortable. It felt like I had a lot of space, even though I couldn't like see anything, and I kept like bumping up against the wall of the tank. But then I would just like push off it a little bit, and then I would float without touching anything. It was very, very relaxing. I highly enjoyed it. I was in there for about an hour and 15 minutes. They only give you 10 minutes to shower after, and I was afraid that wouldn't be enough time for me because I tend to move like really slowly when I'm relaxed. I had a feeling that I had been in there for over an hour, so I decided to just like get out quickly and check the time, and it turns out I had been in there for 75 minutes already. I felt pretty good that that was my time to get out and start showering, so I went ahead and did that. My skin kind of feels like I've just spent a day in the ocean though. It feels, it has like that softness, but also that like dry saltiness to it, even though I washed all of the salt off.
I just had the best nap. I am still so relaxed. Oh, so maybe I will try a float again and see if it is the float that's making me so relaxed. I feel like jelly. I feel very, very, very relaxed. But I am gonna get up now and put away the laundry and maybe start assembling the salad before hubby gets home. We're gonna have Domino's pizza again. The 50% off sale ends today, so we decided to order a couple more pizzas so we can enjoy those over the next day or two. Hi everyone, it is Tuesday morning, and from this clip, you're not going to be able to tell the state of chaos that's behind me, but there's a lot going on in the condo today. I will elaborate in the next video, but for the time being, I just wanted to end off this current vlog because I was editing it last night and it's already rather long. So the only update I wanted to provide is that hubby is not interested in doing the float. It just doesn't float his boat. So I am going to use the second credit, and I am very excited for my next float. I'm still feeling the after effects, I think. I feel very relaxed, even though the condo is a bit chaotic right now, but body-wise and mind-wise, I'm feeling pretty serene. So it gave me body relaxation as well as a bit of perspective. That is going to be it for this vlog, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.